Hello, hello, and welcome. My name is Michelle, and I am your emotional resilience coach. It is fantastic to have you join me today. I am really excited. I have got quite a few questions that have come in, and it is around the narcissist. So please do stick around as I answer some of these questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, the notifications button. If you feel anyone could benefit from this, please do share, share, share. All right, so one of the questions that I have received is something that I get a lot. And this is something that when I started my journey, I really looked into, because when you read about narcissists and you've got a narcissist in your life that you just love, you want to know, is there a cure? Is there hope? Can they change? I don't like speaking in absolutes. I really don't enjoy it at all, because I think as people, we're too complicated, we're too messy. It's very, very sticky to say yes all the time or to say no all the time. I think it very much depends on the person. It very much depends how far along the ladder they actually are. And I think it depends on a lot of factors. For the most part, people's experience is a no. And I think this depends where on the spectrum a narcissist is. You will find, and a lot of people have found when reading about a narcissist, they sometimes ask, was it me? Am I the narcissist? And the reason why we do this is because we all tend to have narcissistic traits. We all tend to do things, say things, we tend to manipulate, or we really want to control a situation. We all have ways and means in which we can look at what's happening, look at the scenario and see ourselves in it and think, okay, am I the narcissist? Is it me? And then we tend to spin and spiral. But in my experience, what I have discovered is that the higher up the spectrum you go, the less likely a narcissist is going to change, right? They are going to be very stuck in their ways. They're not going to see any fault with themselves. It's always going to be out of themselves. It's going to be you. You are the one that is wrong. You are the one that is the problem. You are the one that is causing the issues. They very much deflect, flip it around, and turn it back onto you. Some people might have narcissistic traits, but might not actually be quite high up on the ladder or full-blown NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. And they can see it within themselves and they can say, okay, I can work on this, or just have awareness around it, change it when you're able to, have compassion with yourself. This is something that we generally tend to do. But those who are high up don't want help because they don't believe that there's anything wrong with them, that they don't believe that the problem lies with them. The problem lies with you. The problem lies with everybody else but them. It's very, very difficult for them to look inward, because as soon as they look inward, they start to feel that self-loathing, that doubt, all the difficult, ugly emotions that they don't want to sit with, that they are used to deflecting onto other people. Narcissists really struggle with being accountable. It's not about them. They can't make it be about them, the pain at least. It's about you. You have somehow caused them pain. You are somehow at fault. You are somehow the one who is wrong, right? And because the focus is so much on you, they can't take ownership. They can't say, oh, okay, this is about me. So there are two main things that a narcissist struggles with. And the higher they go up the ladder, the more they just don't budge on these things. And one is lack of accountability. All right. So if you have somebody in your house, in your life, who is just not going to take accountability, they're never wrong, they're not prepared to have a conversation with you, they're not prepared to compromise, they're not prepared to talk, they're not prepared to sit down and have a conversation about it. They get very hostile, very defensive, they go on the attack, and it's all about you. They're really good, really have quite a knack of being able to twist it and throw it back at you and say, but you are the one that is wrong, or you did this, or you said that, or if you didn't behave this way, I wouldn't have done this, and they always do it consistently. They never not do it, right? This is just the way they are. If they're not able to own their stuff, if they're not able to sit with their stuff, anyone, doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't have to be a narcissist, whoever the person is, if you are not able to take responsibility for your own mess, for your own pain, for your own drama, your own bit of dysfunction, and every human being on this earth has a little bit of dysfunction. If you're not able to own it, you're not able to be aware of it, you're not able to then work on it or heal it or improve upon it. And so most narcissists high up can't do it, right? They just can't do it. And the second thing that I have noticed repeatedly with dealing with narcissists that they just cannot do is they lack empathy. And this one can be a very tricky one to see in them because they're very good at emulating empathy. They're very good at doing the action and seeming like they're really engaged, like they really care, like they really want to be there for you, that they have compassion for you, because they know that that is what you're supposed to do, that that is what normal people are supposed to feel. But a narcissist, when they were being the wiring in their head, for want of a better word, when that was being formed, the empathy link was not nurtured enough. It was not strengthened enough. So they lack that feeling of compassion, which is why they are able to treat you so badly, which is why they're able to go to places other people wouldn't go, which is why they're able to quite happily step over boundaries and push those buttons and say those things and show up in those ways that you might just be absolutely horrified at the thought of. They can do it quite easily because they lack that empathy, that compassion. Maybe they weren't shown it when they were children, they didn't experience it, it just wasn't nurtured in them. And so you can see that there is very little to no remorse, or what they tend to do is they talk out of the empathy, they talk themselves out of the compassion, they harden their hearts, they make sure that they hold on to their anger, they stay angry, they make sure that they rage against you, themselves, the world. They become really, really bitter. If you look at a narcissist who has lived and is now older and is a grandparent maybe, you normally find that the underlying energy around them is one of bitterness. And this bitterness has really taken root and has really just taken over their souls, and you can see it on their face, the way they behave, the way they show up in their lives, because they really, really do believe that it is the world against them. Everybody is out to get them. Everybody is out to hurt them. Everybody is out to get a piece of them. And they have so much anger and so much frustration and so much pain, which has turned into this ugly bitterness, because they're not able to see or own what is theirs. And so it's very messy, very sticky, very ugly, and they become nastier and they become meaner, and they just go places, do things that we wouldn't do because they don't have that compassion. It's very, very easy for them to make sure that you are not seen as a human, right? They will refer to you or others as that thing, that person, it, that woman, that man. They try and take away your humanness as much as possible so that they can justify to themselves their own bad behavior. All right, I hope this has helped. Please do hit like, subscribe, the notification button. Please let me know if there's anything more you want clarity on. Come on over to Instagram. I am Michelle at the Emotional Resilience Coach. Say hi to me, and if you have any questions, please do let me know or put them in the comments below and I will address them. Have a most fantastic day.